Wesh les frérots, on va continuer l'aventure un peu. Enfin l'aventure LA noir, Los Angeles noir. D'ailleurs Rockstar ils ont toujours mis Los Santos. Et là c'est LA, c'est pas Los Santos noir, c'est LA. Faut pas mettre trop le volume fort. La dernière fois on était où? Hier on était où? Alors je sais plus du tout. Je sais plus du tout où on en était hier. Bonne question. J'ai pas mon briquet sur moi là. On va prendre. Tomber dans le panne. Ouais, j'ai pas vu, il y avait un accident, il y a eu quoi?
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. Two women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
Ouais, c'est parti.
She ran the light on Olympic and finally collared him on Temple.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard. Look at you bantering with the boys. Brings a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow wings. I'm just trying to fit in.
C'est pas des flics, ça, c'est la mafia.
Hardworking, straight as an arrow. Hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in Central.
I've been in this job 20 years.
Attends, la voiture d'avant, c'est... ok. Putain, j'aurais pu passer, mais j'ai mis trop d'accélération.
Stop just ahead.
Ah, juste à... Allez. Non, 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 non. Faut pas me donner d'ordre, collègue. Des conseils, mais pas d'ordre.
Her face looks familiar. Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Ah, si, c'est
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that
Ouais, je fais
billboard,
brûler la
scraping
peau,
both of them off the pavement.
Ça
Passengers
ressemble
are
de mes
Jessica
couilles.
Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Hey, out of the way, bub.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site. You see the broad who bombed over the cliff? They say she's a movie star.
Attends, c'est pas par là, je suis con. Je suis comment pour descendre? Ok, il y a un chemin là-bas. Ouais. C'est pris pour un Assassin's Creed.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Ah, j'ai cru que c'était un grippin. Une culotte. Oh. Ma chère Jessie, je t'en supplie, rentre à la maison. Tu es une gentille fille et honnête avec ça. Hollywood n'est pas fait pour toi. Merde. Hollywood n'est pas fait pour toi. Moi aussi j'ai eu 15 ans et j'ai voulu ressembler à des vedettes comme Clara Bow pour porter de jolies robes et embrasser des hommes séduisants. Et puis j'ai grandi, épousé ton père et compris que cette vie ne m'aurait pas rendue heureuse. Toi aussi un jour tu t'en rendras compte. Je suis sûr que ta tante Junie s'occupe bien de toi, mais c'est plus fort que moi. Je me fais du souci. Le monde est un endroit très dangereux pour une jeune fille qui a des étoiles plein les yeux. Les étoiles sont belles à regarder, mais leur lumière peut les éblouir et nous empêcher de voir la vérité. Intéressant. Tu manques beaucoup à Emma et Molly. Emma est de plus en plus jolie et la petite Molly est futée comme tout. Elle me fait penser à toi à son âge. Elle a grand besoin de leur grande sœur. Oh non, ma chère Jessie, je t'en prie, reviens à la maison. J'ai peur pour toi. J'ai un très mauvais pressentiment, ne m'en veux pas, je pleure tous les soirs en pensant à toi. Ta mère qui t'aime, Camille Hamilton.
She's a long way from home.
Elle m'a l'air déchirée la culotte là.
Been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Ouais, ça se trouve, elle a été violée ou... Ah. Ça doit être le choc.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Mhm. On va aller interroger la meuf qui a mauvais caractère apparemment. Est-ce que je peux passer quand même? Ah non.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
Voilà, encore sous le coup. Elle.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
Doute.
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were
McAfee, ça me fait
drugged.
penser à l'antivirus.
Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us some
C'est un
thing.
antivirus, la meuf.
It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like
Ouais, elle est
an
encore...
old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He's a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Ok, ok. Eh ben, on va aller le voir.
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Pourquoi j'ai plus le sous-titre?
Help me out. This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Alors, le légiste.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, the head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Y'a pas un autre fabricant ou je sais pas quoi, non?
We should speak to Ballard again. She might not be telling us the whole story.
Allez, c'est parti. Attends, c'est pas Ballard, c'est McAfee.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the
Oui.
talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in
Ah,
everyone's best
304.
interest if you
Ça va.
accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez
moyenne.
back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news house.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's see what we can shake out of the kid. All
Je
these
vais le laisser
shots, it's gotta
conduire.
be something big, right? You can drive. So, where you want to go?
Bah, c'est juste à côté. On va conduire, hein.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car
11K Roger, en route.
Est-ce qu'on tente? Ah bah ça va, elle est pas loin. Enfin, l'hôpital il est pas loin en fait.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No.
Feeling better since this morning, Jessica?
By a doctor. I need my lawyer.
My head still feels so.
Where is the telephone? Do you know who?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Ah ouais, elle est jeune.
You need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Ouais. Allemand.
Jessica, if you don't want me to call your father, you better tell me what happened.
Please, please don't call Daddy. Why are you being so horrible to me? Can't you see what I've been through?
Et pourquoi tu mens
Can you
aussi?
tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Et c'est mensonge.
Tell the truth, Jessica. Why the big cover-up?
I'm not lying to you.
Si je fais doute.
Like I made a mistake. You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
Ouais, elle cache quelque chose, hein.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
En état de choc, on va laisser tranquille comme.
I really need you to help me here.
I remember the mermaid.
Was the mermaid in the movie too?
No, it was on the front of a building. We pulled up in front of the mermaid.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of a camera with the lights turned on you.
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
J'aurais dû la forcer.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that? Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release. I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow.
Allez, on va la suivre. La petite l'antivirus, là, on va la suivre. Vas-y, coupe-moi la route.
Ballard is definitely up to something. She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery. Too close, Phelps. Way too close.
Ça c'est simple, les infiltrations. Enfin les filtrations, je sais pas quoi. Ça ressemble pas chez l'autre là, le fou. Ah non, c'est pas ça.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Bah oui, mais j'étais pas. Le truc qui clignotait, je croyais que c'était. Me voyait, il fallait pas me faire.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Quoi? Mais comment elle m'a repéré?
Get in there and see what she's up to.
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
Ah ouais, ils sont coupables les deux en fait.
Well, then make someone else do it. You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in
Ah, elle a appelé son mari.
Sure, I got the film.
Ouais, c'est parti.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If you had any sense, you wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Before you'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at the problem.
What did you make of the kid? Believe her story?
Merde,
I think she was
merde.
doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her? Slow down!
progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
Et bah, je suis bon, mais...
Right turn, coming up.
Ouais. Ça, c'était un bout de vie, ça. Mais c'est... Ah non, c'est pas... Je crois que c'est où il habitait l'autre... Gia. Appartement 803, hein, c'est ça?
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Peut-être prendre les escaliers, non?
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Look, lady, I told you what I told your husband. Which one's it gonna be?
Give it up! LAPD!
I'm about to break this goddamn
Shouldn't have tangled with.
Ils ont tapé une meuf, hein, c'est con.
radio 760.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes, thank you. Just look at this mess.
Probably nothing.
Looks like we found our mermaid. Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Intéressant, intéressant. Ils ont foutu un bordel partout. Hein. Ah, un billet de 5 $.
Doesn't look like anything.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
C'est quoi ça?
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
Not much help.
Los Diablos.
Maybe. No.
Je pense qu'on a fait tous les indices là, non? Ah.
Junk.
Avec le logo nazi, mais en vrai c'est pas le logo nazi, c'est le logo de la sagesse, ou je sais plus c'est quoi. Tu vas me mettre dans la chambre, wesh.
good to me.
$20,000.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
Va faire un meurtre.
Optimistic, Cole. Presented to Mark. Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Either we find him or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go
C'est qui
if he
ça,
were in
Hopgood?
trouble. Hopgood might know.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, detective?
Bah, le chic de famille.
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in
3 sur
trouble.
3.
It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a
Costume
deal to be
Sunset
done.
Strip. Je fais comment pour changer de costume? Costume. Allez, on va prendre ça.
Operator,
Stylé,
message
on
for
peut changer de costume et
KGPL.
tout. Je sais pas ça.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thank you.
Avant, il devrait demander l'utilisation du téléphone. Là, il y va et ben, il prend le téléphone.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous. And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Ah non, la sortie c'est pas ici, c'est là-bas.
You know the way. You can drive.
Where are we going?
Mon joli costume. Là.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the cat.
Intéressant, intéressant. Oh, la vieille affiche.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Peut-être des trucs à fouiller ou quoi, non?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around. Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor it.
Ouais, il y a une caméra derrière.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps.
Ah.
I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Il manque une tête d'ici.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Wesh, t'es malade. J'ai envie de lui dégommer sa grand-mère. Comme ça, il drogue une mineure et la viande en plus. Wesh.
Incidental.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Attends, s'il y a une pièce derrière, elle est où la pièce? On va lui parler.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me. I have some friends in the LAPD, so I won't be leaned on.
What now? The room behind the mirror makes our case. We need to find a way in.
Faut trouver comment aller dans la pièce derrière. Ah, ça cache un truc. C'était sûr. Les tambours de la jeune.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Ah.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Si c'est ce que je pense, c'est un vrai fils de pute. Hein. Si tu filmes le viol et refondu le truc ou il a caché, je sais pas ce qu'il a fait. Même aux toilettes. Ouais, c'est niqué.
So this is where you sprang from.
C'est magique.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight up.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh?
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand.
50 000.
Hey, hey! You don't like my offer?
Mhm. Il va pas le
Sheldon
tuer.
kid? I think I want him dead.
Ouais, voilà. Ok. Voilà, on va retourner voir le PD, là, le fils de... Hein?
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Ah, vérité, ok.
You're delivering props to Jungle Drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Ouais, lui, c'est un ripo, lui, je vais...
Detectives.
Johnny
qu'ils ont encore?
Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Là, ils sont dégueux.
I don't think they like your little pep talk, Bukowski. Oh, shit! Get us out of here! They really don't want anybody getting Bishop for an agent. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. Keep it steady. I'll try and bust his tires. We need to lose those fools, Phelps. Lay into his wheel, Archie. Come on. Make a move! We're sitting ducks here! Either give me a good shot or get us the hell out of here! I need to be closer, Cole!
Chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Alors, plateau de cinéma, appartement de Bishop. Ouais, non, on va aller là. Véhicule caché, véhicule caché.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, McCaffrey.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McCaffrey really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Look out!
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD!
Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit.
11K calling KGPL, requesting assistance at 8 in Francisco, the abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
We're trying to help you, Bishop. This is all a big mistake.
Il est là, tu peux plus filmer. Avec le costume, je pense qu'il a cru qu'on était de la mafia. Tant mieux, ça me met la pression.
It's us or McCaffrey's boys. Your choice.
Bah wesh.
I didn't do anything.
Dommage, je vais pas rattraper.
Bishop, that's enough. That girl made it all up. Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop. Go, Ballard! Not failing me.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me. If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here. Christ, detectives are trying to kill me!
Last chance to back the hell down.
It's this way.
McCaffrey doesn't make the rules. You hear me?
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
LAPD, you're making...
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Find some cover!
God, they're everywhere.
Peut-être ça va faire... Allez, petit de tout.
McAfee's got? How long do you think you can hold out?
God, how many are there?
Bet it does.
Let me see if I can put one between your eyes. I don't want to die here.
Ça c'était chiant.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them, quickly. Stay down.
Ça donne pas.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
I should have known that bitch was trouble.
Stay in cover.
This way.
Voilà, taf à la fin.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here. You're almost there.
Allez.
Now this is
Nous, on est
what
fort.
I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer and all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps. You developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted.
Quoi,
Go
promis?
on, get your new assignment. It was good working with you, son.
Bah, et mon coéquipier. Dommage. C'est dur, on va avoir un autre coéquipier ou...
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Bizarre, oui. Hein.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
Bah, ils vont vouloir me corrompre.
You like a
C'est
table,
sûr.
Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood. So what about that drink, boys?
Là, on va monter dans les affaires. Les vraies affaires, mon gars. Là, on monte un cran. Brigade criminelle. C'est Bishop qui plonge, mais au plus que c'est précisément qui l'a poussé. Ah ouais. Et ouais. 6 mois plus tard. Je vais attendre la sauvegarde, on va s'arrêter là. On reprendra tout à l'heure. Enfin, on reprendra ça ce soir, et tout à l'heure, je sais pas ce que ça va être. What the fuck?
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair.
Nouveau costume.
You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Division, les rues de la cette option permet de patrouiller dans la ville et d'intervenir lorsque des délits sont signalés. Chaque division propose.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
Hey, fuck you, asshole!
His mother would be proud of him.
Nice day for it.
Catching all those criminals.
Ouais, une nouvelle voiture.
What
Stylé,
on earth
stylé.
is that man doing?
Attendez, est-ce que... On va juste aller voir les deux véhicules là.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
Where does that leave you, Galloway?
On va plus vite la voiture déjà.
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
Medallion. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
I don't think this has anything to do with it.
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife and takes it too far. This would be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, it's a one-off.
Ouais, je l'avais déjà cette voiture.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war.
Ouais, mais elle est mieux que celle d'avant. Elle est stylée, wesh. C'est la Batmobile des années 40, 60.
That simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Franchement, elle est stylée. Le drift, ça va. Pas le tirant. Il va pas bouger. Hein. On voit qu'un véhicule est fort dessus, mais... Alors si ça le coque le véhicule. Ah ouais. Moi, elle est moins stylée, mais elle est bien. Avec un petit table à l'arrière. Merde, du coup l'autre a disparu. Je conduire.
Can you drive to this one?
Je sais conduire là-bas, je vais laisser la sauvegarde. Puis après, rendez-vous tout à l'heure pour du Skyrim. Sauvegarde en cours. Ah, je crois que je me souviens. Moi, elle a été violée et je sais plus. Hop. Bon, allez, tout à l'heure, les reilles. Merci d'être passé ou de passer sur la rediff. La bise. Hop. Hop, hop.